Another very large cemetery in Eau Claire is the Lakeview Cemetery. We only have one specific piece of ghost lore for Lakeview. It is called the Wrapping Grave, whatever that may be. Perhaps it is the ghost of Alan Cameron, a man who is buried here. Who knows? We did capture what appeared to us as an orb, and after zooming in on it, uncovered what appeared to be a face of some sort. As I mentioned previously, a man by the name of Alan Cameron is buried at the Lakeview Cemetery. We were able to locate his family plot and headstone. Ironically enough, our next place we are focusing on is the Alan Cameron house, which is another possibly haunted location. Years ago, a lumber baron named Alan Cameron resided in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. It appears as though after he passed away, his spirit stayed behind. Currently, quite a few people live in this house, so we ask please be courteous if you want to visit it. The ghost lore actually makes a lot of sense. When Alan Cameron passed away, his funeral was held in a room of his house. This was very common back in that era. Now the room which served as his funeral service has been reported as the exact location of the paranormal activity. There have been reports of objects moving by themselves, weird sounds, doors opening and closing, cold spots, and even beds shaking. This investigation, along with all the other places in Eau Claire, is currently pending. Alex Blum was a fireman several years ago at Fire Station Number 10. After his death at the age of 77, several firemen reported seeing the apparition of his ghost. In fact, 80% of the firemen here have experienced some sort of paranormal phenomenon. Ghostly figures have been spotted, along with doors opening and closing and objects flying off the walls. Our future investigation is going to be an interesting one. Why does Alex haunt the fire station? Why can his soul not rest? Are there still reports of activity? We are hopeful we will find some answers to these questions. One of the busier places in Eau Claire is Oakwood Mall. We spoke to one of our very own members who used to work there. He informed us of a particular service corridor that always gave him an eerie feeling. He would get goosebumps and felt as though there was something there that he could not see. A few other employees have stated that a woman is seen going up to the roof of the mall, but when they finally make their way up to that spot, she has disappeared. The fall off the roof could be fatal, so they speculate that it could possibly be paranormal activity. We have more research and investigating to do in the future. In closing, Eau Claire has many hot spots for paranormal activity. Amid the hustle and bustle of daily life, we don't stop to think about what goes on in another realm or universe. Once we do stop, though, we look beyond what the naked eye can see. Opening our minds leads to so many mysteries that we would like to understand more. Eau Claire, like many other towns in this country, is so steeped in history, and history can come with many strings. It is how we connect these strings of then and now that is so interesting. From a haunted lumber baron's house, to a wrapping grave, and onto a possibly haunted bar, to a ghostly apparition of a jogger. There is one thing to be said. Paranormal investigating is never ending, just like the ghost lore itself.